Sarcastically Explained, Stranger Things Season 3. Normally, this is the part where I tell you to buckle up, but we're going to the 80s, so this was pre-vehicle safety. Alright, listen up. Grab a can of New Coke, pump up Bruce Springsteen, light up a cigarette, watch out for communists, and accelerate to 88 miles per hour. Because we're going back to 1985. Stranger Things Season 3 is a show about strange things happening in the town of Hawkins, and the follow-up to Stranger Things 2, and the original season. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you that, but I am contractually obligated by our corporate overlords to do so. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Crumbling Cube Entertainment is actually owned by Disney. For more legal reasons, that too was a joke. Now on to who really owns Crumbling Cube, our Patreon backers. Sign up today for early access, exclusive content, and to have your name featured in every video, either through a shoutout like this, in the graphic, or in the description below. So it's season 3. All the kids are split up. Mike and Elle are teenagers, much to the discomfort of Hopper. Hey! Lucas and Max. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot Max was a character until now. Keep fighting. Dustin tries to convince everyone that his waifu is real, but real talk, buddy, 2D ain't nothing to be ashamed of. And Will, yeah, he's here.
I'm still here! Guys?
There's a huge new mall in town. All of our mom and pop shops are being pushed aside because of the unending economic upheaval of small town America. Whoa, that got serious, like Morgan Spurlock serious. Back to sarcasm. Jonathan and Nancy are still together and have jobs at the local paper, which probably has the most sexist editorial staff since, well, I don't know actually. This might be it. Real subtle on the haircut there. Billy has transformed into a man of higher culture and works as a lifeguard. Oh, and he also woos moms. Noriaki Kakyoin would be proud, buddy. Just kidding, he got f***ed up by the Mind Flayer or what's left of him and proceeds to turn half the town into his servants. More on that story later. Oh, and since it's the Cold War, the Russians are still trying to find subtle ways to mess with the US, which includes opening a portal to an alternate dimension for reasons. Like, I don't know what the endgame was here for them, but I digress. Dustin, Steve, and Robin try to figure out what the Russians are doing at their local mall. Oh yeah, this is Robin. She is probably the best character addition ever, making this the best season ever.
Best season ever!
Steve has lost all of his mojo, is now slinging ice cream for minimum wage plus tips. He can't get a girl to save his life. Because you know, at the counter of your local ice cream establishment is exactly where you're gonna find your prospective significant other. Oh, and this is Erica, who is probably the most annoying character ever committed to television. Ever. I'd say she's the Jar Jar Binks of Stranger Things, but at least Jar Jar stands aside when things get serious. But in either character's case, they needed to be there like nipples on a breastplate. Which is to say, yeah, you can put them there, but why? I don't think they serve any particular function. Mike and Lucas are trying to figure out why Eleven dumped his ass, while Will is desperately trying to hold on to his childhood and youth, which, you know, he kind of did lose a year or two in spooky Narnia. Hopper and Joyce are in this kind of will they, won't they thing for a bit, but are adequately distracted by teenage hormones?
Whoa!
You are way off base,
Oh, spare me, spare me, spare me!
And, magnets? Oh right, back to Billy. He got willed by the Mind Flayer who turned into this super intelligent Majin Buu thing, and turns out Elle didn't really kill all of him, and letting it out of Will only let him become more of a menace. So Billy does the Mind Flayer's dirty work and recruits an army by making people eat fertilizer. So none of these plot lines can ever come together, can they? Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddos. This is seriously some of the best storyline weaving I've ever seen. Usually 2 or 3 at once is already ambitious, but this goes well above and beyond. And surely supplants the other show that had this many storylines going on simultaneously. Game of Thrones. Oh no, the runtime's starting to get long. Alright, in the spirit of sarcastically explained, let's get reductionistic. Russians are coming, but they're actually already here at the mall where Steve, Robin, Dustin, and Erica are. Robin, because she is TV's best girl right now, figures out the code and gets access to the secret Russian base. Steve wins a fight for once.
Dude! You did it! You won a fight!
But the euphoria is kind of short-lived because they get immediately captured and drugged. Also, the secret Russian base is producing a fuck ton of energy, which ruined Joyce's magnets, and she just really wants her fucking magnets to work, so she calls up Hopper.
Stop behaving like a jackass and ask him what he's doing that's making my magnets fall off my damn fridge!
Stands him up, and eventually infiltrates the off-site Russian base with them, where not Arnold Schwarzenegger ambushes them, but they manage to grab Alexei, who's TV's best boy right now. Note, I mean best boy as in the actual best boy, not the actual film crew position. Meanwhile, Nancy and Jonathan are interns, which is kind of weird because they're doing full-time jobs and well enough not to get fired, but alright, that's besides the point. Nancy has all the troubles a woman in a man's world would have in 1985. They call her Nancy Drew as a joke, but goddamn is she really good at solving mysteries. They figure out that something is making rats and eventually people go berserk, which is actually the Mind Flayer, which is partially Billy. Speaking of that, the kids put their hormones aside long enough to figure out what the heck is happening to Billy. They eventually confront him, but it turns out being possessed by the Mind Flayer turns you into Superman. Eventually they meet up with Nancy Drew and Johnny No Cash, and they see the Mind Flayer in all its goopy, bloody glory. Yikes. Our boy Alexei gets to experience all that life beyond the Iron Curtain has to offer, and for that brief moment he has a taste of the American dream. It's cherry flavored in case you're wondering. Not fucking strawberry. Oh, but not Arnold gets Alexei, which is the saddest minor character death in this show. Sorry, Barb. Steve seems to have found the girl for him, and nope, she's a lesbian.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's rough, buddy. But at least she didn't turn into the moon. And King Steve finally gets revenge on Billy by T-boning the ever-loving fuck out of him. So everyone's kind of back together for like 2 minutes until they decide to split up again. Alpha Team raids the secret Russian compound and Bravo Team takes on the Mind Flayer, which both are easier said than done. But it's 4th of July, so you know what that means? Fireworks. And a lot of them. You know, when you think about it, fireworks are really just super colorful light military ordnance. So it turns out Dustin's girlfriend is real after all, and through the power of song and love, they remember some very specific number, which turns out to be the combination to the safe, which has the keys which can stop the machine that the Russians are using to open the Upside Down. Joyce manages to shut it down alone, but it costs us a true American hero. And Billy, who in a very fitting send-off redeemed himself. Everything wraps up nicely. The Russians are missing, but no one really cares. The Byers and Elle move out of Hawkins, but not before Joyce finds the Fields. And gives them to Elle. And then us. Oh, almost forgot. Hopper's probably still alive, and the Russians have at least one Demogorgon. Yeah, just thought I should throw that in there. Almost forgot about it. And that was Sarcastically Explained Stranger Things Season 3. If you didn't like that video, you know what to do, but if you did, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out the links below, and please do consider supporting us on Patreon. If you have a show, movie, video game, or anything else you want to see me cover sarcastically, please leave your suggestion in the form of a comment down below, or on our Discord server in the video suggestions channel. Thanks for watching.